Hello, dear viewers. You are welcome to Health Awareness TV. Today we have our doctor, Dr. Pen Dieudonné, who is here to talk to us about typhoid fever. And we are going to hear from him how typhoid is transmitted into the body, how it affects the body, and how is it treated, and what are the possible solutions to prevent typhoid fever. Doctor, you are welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So, doctor, tell us more about this typhoid fever, how it's transmitted into the body.
Well, typhoid fever is a disease which is being caused by a bacteria known as Salmonella typhi. The best term to term typhoid fever is enteric fever. Why? Because enteric fever is made of two serotypes. We have Salmonella paratyphi, which causes paratyphoid fever, and Salmonella typhi, which causes typhoid fever. Salmonella paratyphi and Salmonella typhi, both typhoid fever and paratyphoid fever have the same symptoms. So people does not quite differentiate when you are suffering from whether you are suffering from paratyphoid fever or typhoid fever. They have the same symptoms, except you carry out a lab test.
Okay.
Concerning the transmission of typhoid fever, these germs are being taken into the body when a contaminated person visits the toilet and maybe does not take proper hygienic care, and you can consume it. You can greet people with your hands which are contaminated with feces, meaning when the feces of an infected person, when it gets into a healthy person, the person becomes sick.
Okay.
So all the means by which the feces of an infected person can get into the body of a healthy person are all the means by which we can transmit typhoid. You see, from contaminated water, from contaminated food. You see, even sometimes flies
helps transmit this disease into
help transmit
persons.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because when people stool, flies are in the toilet all the time. When they go there, they pick particles of stool and deposit in the plates in the house on spoons. You see, that is how we consume
That's how we carry typhoid into
the body system.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Doctor, what can you tell the people out there on how this typhoid can be prevented? I mean, the solutions to this
Before that, typhoid, I would like to drill people on how it affects the body.
Okay.
Typhoid fever, when we consume these germs, the Salmonella typhi or paratyphi, when they goes into the stomach, most of the times, many people doesn't suffer because in the stomach the acidity sometimes kill the germs. And those who have a well-built stomach mucosa, meaning the stomach lining is still in place, intact, and everything is functioning well, sometimes it helps prevent this typhoid fever from affecting us.
Okay.
You understand? But by the time the stomach is weak, meaning gastritis, patients who suffer from gastritis can easily
have this disease manifest easily in their system.
Okay. Yes, and affects them.
Okay.
Yes. So when you get into the body, it goes directly to the intestines, where sometimes it causes what they call perforations.
Okay.
It destroys the intestinal walls.
Okay.
And then get into the system. That is when the immune system start responding. You see that time in a week's time, in a week or 2 weeks, you see how you start feeling the symptoms of typhoid. You understand? You start having stomach problem, headache, because it will gain the system and start multiplying and attacking other organs.
Okay.
That is how you start suffering, and you said you are suffering from typhoid.
Okay.
You start manifesting the symptoms.
Okay, this means that those who are suffering from gastritis, they have to take high precautionary measures so as to avoid having this disease manifesting easily into their system.
Yeah.
And doctor, we would like to hear from you how this disease can be prevented. That is, to a layman, what can you tell because we are in an African context, it's easy to talk.
Yeah.
Yes, but
I understand.
our old parents at home and those who are not learned, they will not really understand this language. But what can you tell such people how this can be prevented? The measures they should take.
You know, as the germs is being transmitted, it all concerns hygiene.
Okay.
It concerns hygiene. That is why most of the time people keep suffering from typhoid because of poor hygienic conditions.
Okay.
And that is why this is what it is really good to drill the population on what to do, because sometimes since the germ is everywhere in the society, you understand, so it is difficult for people to really prevent it. But knowing certain things can help you prevent it. Like, you need to know that washing of your hands, you need to take proper care with soap and savon to wash your hands. Before you eat raw fruit, you need to really wash them thoroughly before eating, before consuming. Washing thoroughly doesn't mean putting in a bowl with much water and you turning. You out of it sometime you bite and start chewing. No, it's not like that. You wash with running water. Okay. Under running water.
Okay.
Yeah, so that the germs, because when you wash in a bowl, you are just mixing the germs, and after you consume it. And that is what happened with people who suffer typhoid regularly, because as they are treated, they come back, they do the same thing, they consume it. Such a point where people keep saying that
the scientific medicine is not working.
Scientific medicines do not treat typhoid. Yeah, you see many people going now in search of grasses to consume.
And I see they believe that the traditional medicine works more better than the scientific medicine.
That is what people believe.
From what you have said, I really see that there's a need for high hygienic conditions to be put in place. Especially to African context.
There are people who are on treatment and they are eating the germ every time. They are consuming the germ again, you see. So before they finish treatment, they are infected again with the germ.
So the reinfection.
The reinfection. Voila. Okay. Yes, reinfection.
Okay, doctor. Well, we want to say thank you so much, and to our viewers out there, I believe that we have captured one or two things from the doctor. And please always subscribe and follow Health Awareness TV on YouTube. Also follow us on Facebook, and we will be coming to you time to time every weekend. We'll be having this talk on different diseases that we are facing in our local African countries. Thank you so much. Thank you, doctor.
Yeah, thank you.